Well, it's Sunday, so it's time for some Golden Age comics. And, of course, our old pal, the Blue Beetle. But, the Blue Beetle was a ripoff, originally, of the Green Hornet. And so they just, hey, it's another bug we can use. And then Blue Beetle. Oh, yeah, it even works out better. Are there even Green Hornets? I don't know. But anyway, the radio show, if you ever heard that, there's a handful of episodes, and they're all available in MP3 forms. Online, you can check those out. And then listen to the Green Hornet radio show, and you could tell that that's what this is, it's competent. But he only stayed in, appearance-wise, of his Green Hornet version. In fact, I think only in this particular issue that I'm about to read, and I hope I haven't done this already, because I can't remember, and I'm too lazy to check out. But I don't think so. Anyway, it looks like someone wrote in pencil, Mystery Men #1. So perhaps that's the issue. I'm getting these from Comics Plus, so yeah. So anyway, and Charles Nicholas never really existed. I forget, there was different people, but it's a pseudonym that they all used and stuff like that. And in fact, I don't know if it was, but there was a comic strip, newspaper comic strip, that Jack Kirby actually drew for Blue Beetle. But anyway, here we go, the Blue Beetle. And it just kind of opens up with a similar, with the first radio. I've listened to all the radio shows of the Blue Beetle, and there was something like this where he gets shot at and stuff like that. But anyway, here we go. The Daily Star, where Clark Kent works before it became the Daily Planet. No. Mr. Vander and daughter and John Brand, his secretary, kidnapped. So that's probably important. Anyway, while Dan Garrett was patrolling his beat, a car with the muzzle of a machine gun protruding from a window suddenly swooped down on him. Dan dropped to the sidewalk and fired at the automobile. So it was a drive-by. And there he is, just kind of relaxing. And, oh, hey. Let's see. A man is thrown from the speeding car. Oh, God, I guess I killed somebody. Dan Garrett feels pain shoot up his left arm. Oh, it's a heart attack. Heedless of his wound, he goes to the fallen man. I wonder who fell out of that car. It's Mr. Vander, the banker, who was kidnapped. Yep, that's old Vander. Take it easy, old man. Don't try to say anything just yet. Well, he's dead, isn't he? Oh, no, he isn't. It was the Whiteface Gang. Oh, the Whiteface Gang. Okay. So, there he goes. Yeah, this is different from the radio show. In the sergeant's office, Mr. Vander died at 10 p.m., Dan, but there is still his daughter and his secretary, John Brandis, being held. Aren't there any clues? Only the car that they ditched. We haven't examined it yet, because, we're on break. But that arm of yours needs rest. Take the rest of the day off. We'll get to it. Come on. Later, Dan Garrett, dressed in civilian clothes, looks over the gangster's car because, hey, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. I don't know if they had CSI back then. The number was filed off as usual. He puts a drop of specially prepared chemical on the filed off surface. In a few minutes, the numbers will appear. Oh, look, they did. 1523. And later at headquarters, I guess that would have been like the impound garage or whatever. Anyway, the car belongs to Mike Ravini, a garage owner. Man, this card blocks makes it hard to read. That night, Dan visits a druggist. I need some oxy, pal. An old friend of his. Why, hello, Dan. Hello, Abe. I'm going to the back room. Oh, you are, huh? Yeah, this is like from the radio show as well. He has this guy. It's actually his apothecary shop. And this guy is sort of like his Alfred or what have you. It's kind of like the CW template where you have somebody who's the tech person and can do stuff for you and make your suits and everything. That's what he does. But I don't think his name was Abe. I can't remember what the name was. But anyway, A light flickers for several minutes and then dies out. A figure emerges and drives away in a high-powered car. In another part of the city, on the top floor of a dirty garage, the banker's daughter is being tortured.
Be sensible now, girlie. Better tell us the combination or you'll get blamed.
Suddenly, one of the thugs stops in his tracks, his eyes wide open with terror.
A blue beetle!
He has some phobia of bugs. And this is another thing stolen from Green Hornet. He always had the Green Hornet seal, and you'd see it and you realize, oh no, the Green Hornet's coming. So I guess he just threw a little blue beetle thing in there.
Look! The blue beetle! What do you want, blue beetle?
Hi guys, just thought I'd stop by. But so there he is. He's it's Green Hornet, and he's got a little, I don't know, goggle mask or what have you. And so and he's in a suit and hat. So, it's not the guy in the tights or anything. So that's how they did it. They just said, well, maybe we should rethink that. It's too much like Green Hornet. Oh yeah, that's not a good mask. Oh, and he's got his little, instead of wearing a tie, he's got a little brooch. Anyway, it won't be necessary to torture that girl any longer. I know the combination to the bank vault, so you can torture me. And if you give me 40% of the take, I'll tell you. And this is another aspect, once again, a Green Hornet, that he would pose as if he was a criminal and that he was muscling in on other rackets and all that. So they stole that too. It's a good thing they didn't continue with this.
Well, how do I know I can trust you?
You'll have to take the chance. Well, you want to play ball?
Look, I'm worried about the
plague, He's a surgeon. Whoops, sorry about that. Then the telephone rings and the leader picks it up.
Yeah, but who's this?
All right, Blue Beetle,
It's a deal. Let's have the vault combination.
It's 2 left, 1 right, then 3 left, and 4 complete turns.
Well, that was easy. Now we can kill you and be done with it. That checks up with the information I just received. But you're coming with us, just in case. It's a double cross.
Try and lose me. Left alone for a moment. Okay. Thank God they're idiots. Left alone for a moment, the Blue Beetle takes out a small instrument which he invented. Hello? Police headquarters? The Blue Beetle wireless phone. I see. The cell phone of the future. Yeah. Anyway, at the police station.
What? The Blue Beetle? At National Bank at 12 tonight? But, hey, wait a minute.
It's probably a prank call. I'll just forget about it. Get back to my taking a nap or whatever. Meanwhile, the gangsters arrive at the bank.
Okay, boys, you have your orders.
There we go. The gangsters enter the bank, the yawning muzzles of their machine guns hungrily sweeping the interior.
Raise 'em high.
I guess he's the only one left that's still alive. Good Lord. We cut the alarm system, boss. In the van, the leader twirls the dials.
The Blue Beetle double-crossed us. Grab him. But first, let me reveal who I am.
The Blue Beetle acts quickly. As the gangsters surround him, the Blue Beetle hurls a capsule.
Yes!
And then makes for his powerful car. One side, please. Hey, I wasn't doing nothing. He knocks him down. Okay, well, I guess that's it. He just beat them all up and threw some gas at him. And
after him, that's the Blue Beetle's car. Take his mask off, Donald. If it wasn't for the meddling Blue Beetle, he wouldn't have caught us.
I can't see. I'm blinded from the gas. Don't shoot, coppers. We give up. Why, it's John Brandes, Mr. Vander's secretary. Oh, you don't say. Later in Abe's drugstore. Abe, if you hadn't called the Whiteface gang at the time, my plan would have failed.
You are a brave boy, Dan, but a little stupid, so I figured I'd help out.
The Whiteface thought that someone was tipping him off, and he didn't question it. I mean, just accepts it. And when I gave him the same combination that you gave him over the phone, he believed that I was playing his game. Thank God he was a complete idiot. Wextree, Blue Beetle again eludes police. And it's exactly like the Green Hornet. There's always that, the paperboy saying that. Anyway, the next morning, Dan is back in uniform, patrolling his beat.
You should have been there, Dan. I nearly got the Blue Beetle. I had him in my hands, but he got away sure, and I gave him an awful scare.
You did? Maybe you'll get him yet. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, his police partner is another character they sort of stole from Green Hornet. Green Hornet's not a police officer, he's a publisher, but one of his reporters is very similar to Manigan, I believe his name is, in Blue Beetle stories. And in radio shows. So there you go, another exciting episode of the Blue Beetle. We'll do it again soon. Be sure to check out the link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you, including my ripoff character, Night Knight, in comic book form over at indieplanet.com. Yes, it's a parody of a certain Cape Crusader, and based on my audio plays of the same name. So check that out. You can catch my podcast over at radiomisfits.com, the Mr. Nailsin Show, and of course you can also watch my videos over at BitChute. That's the Mr. Nailsin channel at bitchute.com.